Hello and welcome to 50 Faces TV. Today I'm joined by Professor Orla Sheils, who's Vice Provost at Trinity College Dublin. I wanted to sit down with Orla to chat with her about the innovations in education in Trinity College Dublin, which happens to be my alma mater, and to speak with her in particular about the micro-credentials initiative that has recently been introduced there. Welcome Orla, thanks for joining me here.
Thanks so much, Aoife. It's lovely to be here.
Can you tell us a little bit about the micro-credentials initiative? What is it? Who is it designed for? And what does it entail?
So we've been doing quite a bit on micro-credentials, on all forms of lifelong learning, really. Micro-credentials are short, accredited pockets of education that allow the learner to dip in or dip out of a particular topic. They offer lots of opportunities. So it could be for somebody who wants to see if their interest in a particular topic might be fulfilled. Equally, we are working with industry and enterprise partners to deliver educational modules to upskill staff within the workplace. And the government has provided funding as well for people to upskill and change the direction of their professional careers. So they have quite a wide remit. And there is a broad variety. In Trinity, we're focusing in the initial stages. We got funding from the government to establish a suite of micro-credential courses. And we're looking at 4 pillars, really. We're looking at environment and sustainability. We have microcreds on well-being and the care community, ICT, data science and engineering, and then people, leadership and culture. So 4 basic pillars, and we have suites of courses within each of those. And all of them have been developed in conjunction with enterprise, looking at the skills deficit here in Ireland and seeing how we might address some of those needs, working in partnership with industry and enterprise.
And what would you say the target audience of this initiative is?
My target audience is everybody that we don't currently educate. So that's a little bit ambitious, but I suppose there are pockets of students that we are aiming for. I think the large group would be people either in a professional capacity, working in industry, in enterprise, or in the healthcare setting, who need to or want to upskill in particular areas. So those pockets that will assist them in that. Further down the line, we want to have people who will look at micro-credentials, collect them, and ultimately gather them and assemble them into a major award. At the moment, they are small 5 or 10 ECTS modules. So ultimately, the ambition would be to be able to knit them together, as it were, into a substantive degree. And that might be from a single institution, multiple institutions in the same country, or multiple institutions across countries. And that would be the ultimate goal.
What kind of a response have you received so far?
We've done a pilot. We've had about 6,500 learners. I think we've almost 3,000 applications this year. So we're on a steep upward trajectory. We brought out our first offering was about 67 micro-credentials. We're expanding that all of the time. And we're part of an evolving movement within Ireland. All of the other institutions are developing their own suites of microcreds also. So there is a widening sort of universe of micro-credentials available within Ireland. We have, as I say, targeted those specific 4 areas in the short term. We're expanding that all of the time, but we're building closely on our links with enterprise, trying to circle back to make sure that what we're developing is relevant, and that especially if we're expecting a company to sponsor their staff to go on a course, it needs to be something that's relevant for that particular company. So that part of the work is ongoing and evolving. But I'm also very keen that we would look at and try and, through our access pathways, encourage students to come in. There are some scholarships available. There are other routes of entry into micro-credentials. And traditionally in Trinity, we have a long history of our Trinity Access program, where we try and help students who wouldn't typically come to Trinity to come here and experience student life that we have on offer and the education that we can give. But we don't, and I don't think anybody really in Ireland has looked beyond that. Those people who missed the opportunity when they left school and maybe for other reasons have gone out into their life. Maybe now they have caring responsibilities, maybe they have work responsibilities. And it's to try and encourage them in and entice them into third level education so that they can then explore and expand and develop themselves.
Well, thank you so much, Orla. Great to speak with you here. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Aoifinn, and thank you for being a wonderful alumna.